Welcome everybody to Late Nights with the Godfather. Tonight my guest is Rello and Jay Thrash. So definitely want to hang out, check it out. I'd like for y'all to welcome my first guest. Hopefully I won't have any technical difficulties tonight. So I'd like for y'all to welcome my first guest tonight, and that is Rello.
You
What's good with you, Rello?
was goody Godfather in the building. Appreciate you having me. Make sure y'all fave everybody in here getting active. Jay Thrash, I see you.
Absolutely. So I guess having this new show and hey, okay, got the Panther. So having this new show that recently featured. I know how long have you been doing the show now? Before being featured.
Man, I've probably been doing it for like about 5 months, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of was doing it off and on at first.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was a little consistent, and it was like the gunny battles was scheduled during it sometimes and threw me off a little bit, and what I'm saying, working out kinks and really getting it flowing like a show. You know what I'm saying? So now it's kind of flowing a lot smoother. You know what I'm saying? We worked out all the kinks. I feel like last night was lit. Jay Thrash was in there, man. We was
Right.
going crazy.
Yeah, he's been busy. He's got a lot of shows he's been a guest on. He's like trying to think of a celebrity
Man,
that did that like at one point. So
he's
this
on.
show,
He's
this
everywhere.
show, this show. He's
It's
everywhere.
Thrash Week on tag.
Right. They didn't have a banner just for that. Flash Week.
Uh-huh.
But so
Yeah.
what was your inspiration behind having the show Hot Topic Tuesday?
Man, I had somebody in the box and their breath was so hot, they melted my box. So I was like, hot topic is hot, the box is hot, let's go. Nah, for real, I don't know, I just wanted to get something like something regular, something different, you know what I'm saying? Just wanted to start something that we could have that, you know what I mean, could get everybody involved.
Gotcha.
Just I don't know, cause I always try to create something different. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I always try to have something up my sleeve.
Gotcha. So what do you think the inspiration was to have, a show like that, and why Hot Topics?
Um, it kind of branched off from like just me kind of like one of the first things or shows I kind of did was like award show. You know what I'm saying? So those are already kind of like hot topics. So it just kind of branched off from there. You know what I'm saying? And we get more a little more personal sometimes.
Best award show and tag. Yeah, I do remember that.
Absolutely.
And there was a few people that got a little upset about some of the categories. I do recall that as well. So I think that was your show,
Yeah.
wasn't it? You were in
No,
that show.
I don't think that was mine. But yeah, they usually
It
be
was one of the
happy
shows.
about mine. But yeah, yeah. I got caught in the middle of one of them, and yes,
You got caught in the
so,
crossfire.
man, I had to get low. Woo,
So, so what is
man.
with the show being called Hot Topics? What do you feel in all the shows that you've had is one of the hottest topics that you've had, or some of the most memorable topics that you've had on the show?
Um, man, last night was a good one. You know what I'm saying? Sedity and Jay Thrash. You know what I'm saying? My dog Jay Thrash came through. You know what I'm saying? Always a vibe. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? The first joint I did ever, the first one with the banner ever having everything, you know what I mean, up, that one definitely probably was one of the most memorable, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people came in, you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying, to show love and congratulate. So that joint was definitely lit.
Okay. So, during these shows, what do you think some of the things are that keep the viewers, captivated, keep them in there, staying active? Do you think what do you think
They
keeps them?
nosy.
They nosy.
They nosy.
Okay.
They want to know they hear these topics and they want to hear what people got to say. You know what I'm saying? They want to know. what's on some people's minds about some of these issues and topics. You know what I'm saying? Some of
Right.
these, so, we got some of the hottest, best streamers. You know what I'm saying? That's on TED to come in there, get in the box, and share their, what I'm saying, knowledge and experience. So people they want to soak it up.
Right. So have you ever thought of
It's good.
maybe
Oh shit.
have you ever thought, because like you talked about on your show several times, I've been in a few of them. You talk about, what do people think about celebrities coming on the app, and
Hmm.
their feelings about that. So, how would you feel about having one of those celebrities as a guest?
Shoot, that'd be awesome for real.
And if you could, who would you pick first?
Like out of the ones that's on the app or just any celebrity?
Both.
Um, Out of the ones that's on the app, I would say um, Gravy because he don't really talk much when he go live.
You said Gravy.
Yeah, he played Biggie Smalls.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. Yeah, in the Notorious movie he played. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're
Hmm.
talking about, but I didn't know he was on here.
Yeah, he been on here almost every day the last couple days, I think.
And he don't say nothing.
Man, he barely talking, man. He just be in there vibing to the music and stuff, man. I mean, sometimes he talk. I went there a few times. He was talking and shouting people out, but for the most part, he just be in there, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Just vibing.
Just be looking.
Like you think he a DJ. You know what I'm saying? He's like, let's go, come on. You
Hey,
know.
look, I played Notorious B.I.G. That's all I gotta say. Drop the mic.
But at the same time, I feel like we all done had lives like that where we just was vibing to the music, and people coming in turning up with us still.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of people, because almost always I'm playing some type of music. Usually it's like '90s and hip hop or R&B or
Hmm.
whatever.
Right.
And I've had people come in and say, "I just come in here listen to music like it's a radio station." Hell, I go to sleep
Yes.
to it. I'm like, "Well, damn it, what?
Hmm.
Before you go to sleep, you see a little gift box down there?
On the gift box.
Just tap that sucker a few more
Uh huh.
times."
Right. Fall asleep
All
on the
right.
dragon.
Yeah, just yeah. And that one that has a little ice on it, see that one right there?
Hmm.
So, um, okay. So, what advice would you give other people if they're interested in having a feature show? What do you think's the secret sauce, or what do you think is the best advice to give someone um, in that case?
Come up with something different, something out of the box,
Right.
something it's just gonna set you apart from everybody else, every other show that's on here, or that might come up. Just gotta be different. Something that just sets you apart from everything else. You know what I mean? That make you stand out. If it make you stand out and people like it, you got something.
Right. No, I agree. So, what do you think was the most embarrassing moment that you've had on the show? Do you recall
On
if
the
you had one?
show, um, I had a guest on there, and she was just like she was cussing, and then I kind of was just like let it slide because I figured she gonna say a few of them and keep it going,
Right.
and then it just got worse.
Now, was this after the banner or before the banner?
This is after the banner. It was she was just like, yeah, so fucking motherfucker. I was like, oh, I was like, okay, get them all out now, please.
Well, see, good thing about this one right now is that, hey, ain't nobody in here watching but y'all. So so if you wanna drop a couple f bombs here and there, it will go on the YouTube
All
channel,
right.
but you know.
Good, man, because I'm trying to tell you, she said so many motherfuckers. I was like, okay, motherfucker, how many? Shit. Whew.
maybe that was her first word, and she's kind of like back, going back in time, like, yeah, I remember when.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just like a nervous thing. You get nervous, you get to repeating certain words.
Right. Yeah,
Hmm.
and that could be her nervous word. She gets nervous, and that's just the word that keeps coming out. So.
Right, right. Especially when you freestyle. When you freestyle in conversation and lyrics, you got
Right.
a repetitive word or base words you go to, and
Yeah.
that may be.
Yeah. I was thinking a few songs. Either the N word or MF is like the most common. They just keep repeating at the end of the verse
Hmm.
because it rhymes together. So just keep that at the end.
Yeah, it just come out so smooth.
Right. So what
Hmm.
what were you looking what are you looking to achieve with your platform as a featured show? What was your ultimate achievement that you're looking for that or from that?
Shoot, the ultimate achievement would be somebody knocking at my door or ringing my phone talking about some, hey, I need you on my show, on my movie or something.
Yeah. Could you
That'd
see
be the
yourself doing a
ultimate.
show on like a cable channel or maybe branching out?
Um, I mean, maybe kind of sort of, but not in a certain like somebody the other day said something like, you ever thought about maybe having a show like Wendy Williams, a talk show or something like that? And I was like, I never thought about that. But I guess that's kind of sort of like Hot Topic Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty similar.
So yeah.
So so they make a movie about Rello, and about the Hot Topic show and and all your things that you've done on Tagged and your whole tag career. Who plays Rello?
Who plays me?
Yes.
Um,
Who would you like to play you?
Denzel too old. I don't know. Let me think. Who gonna play me? Let me see.
Anybody in the comments? Anybody have a comment who they think should play Rello?
um, we're gonna have to get the guy from the 95 South Show because that's what people keep telling me.
Oh, I can't think of his name. I know you're talking about though. He's like, yes, sir.
Carlos. Yeah, we're gonna have to go with Carlos Miller because I don't
Yeah, yeah.
know.
Right, exactly. So, what is some of the preparation that you have to do, kind of without telling a whole lot behind the scenes? What's some of the preparation that you do in order to get ready for the show?
um, I just, sometimes gotta go over the lines, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, something new. You gotta think of some new events, current events, what's going on in the news and politics, maybe, headlines, stuff that's going on here in the tag streets, tag headlines, all type of stuff.
Okay.
So I gotta
Um,
do my homework.
right. Yeah, definitely want to do your research on either on the guests or what's going on currently.
Hmm.
Which I mean,
Right.
I can recall from the other show was sometimes trying to get to know the guests because when trying to book so many guests and I don't know how far out you attempt or try to book people, um, but just kind of trying to get to know them before you talk to them so that when you're having the conversation, then it just seems to kind of flow
Hmm.
just like we were sitting in the same room, just kind of having a conversation. So
Right, right, right. Yeah, I feel like pretty much everybody that I had on my show, I pretty much already talked to, kind of built a little relationship with. Um, it's been a few people that I don't really know, but for the most part, yeah, you're right. But the surprise, the element of surprise sometimes is good because they don't know where you coming and how you coming, and you don't know how they coming sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So what's good for the people in the comments is you get the real authentic reactions.
right, right, because I mean you do come up with some pretty interesting questions sometimes, and then some of your comments when they answer the questions was like I remember there's one, I don't remember the specific question last night when you had asked Diddy something, and then she was like, yeah, her response was like, huh?
Man, my favorite response for her last night, I said, "What's your favorite place to travel?" She said, "To get something to eat." I said, "Okay." That was the first one.
Hey, appreciate you,
Razor.
Razor. To the fridge, okay? To the fridge.
Man, that's my type of girl. To get
Right.
something to eat, yes.
While you're over there, grab me a sandwich or something.
For real.
Give me a drink. Yeah, food.
For real. Grab two
um,
plates.
absolutely. Um, so during the shows, and I can recall it happens sometimes too. I'm sure you probably get, trolls in the stream. What is, do you recall probably the most memorable comment that a troll maybe said during the show that kind of made you pause and be like, and felt really awkward, I guess?
Nope. Troll doing the show? No.
Really?
Nope. Nah. Because I miss a lot of comments. And I always, if I see a negative comment, I just almost completely miss it mentally. Just I see it and just, ooh, you know what I'm saying? It's just automatic now.
Right,
Almost. I just ignore. Trolls don't last long in my life because I don't give them no energy.
right, right. I recall, initially they told me just turn my comments off, like, hit the screen and just make it just like, but I don't know if someone's gonna say something that may be relevant to what we're talking about. So I never did. And I get what you're saying because, sometimes during a show somebody might say something, you may kind of like glance at it, but then you got to,
Hmm.
play it off like you didn't see it because like you said, you don't give that energy because they just keep on going with it and then it takes it a whole different direction. So it certainly takes a
Facts.
lot of either discipline or just, knowing that you don't want the show, what direction the show you want to go. And if you don't want to go that negative direction, you just don't pay no attention. So yeah,
Exactly.
definitely.
Sometimes you just gotta pick and choose comments.
Right.
Um, and
Well,
then sometimes you ain't got time for the comments because you got enough stuff to say and get out there and you already got a direction you want to go and you might not want to what I mean stray away.
yeah, because you don't, you've already pre-planned what you pretty much have a vision or expectation for the show. And yeah, like you said, sometimes it may kind of go here and there in a good direction, where you kind of
Right.
follow that direction. And sometimes when it doesn't, you
Oh
got to
yeah.
kind of redirect everybody. It's almost just pretty much taking control of the conversation or taking control of the live. When it may try to veer off to one side or another, where it could go in a positive light or somewhere where it makes it more lit. Then you're like,
Hmm.
okay, I
Right.
recognize that, so let
Just
me
let
kind
it
of flow
go.
with that. Yeah,
Right. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta let streamers stream and sit back.
right. Do you feel like the show's mostly an impromptu type thing where you kind of just let it flow, or is there kind of a vision starting out and you just kind of see where it goes from there?
I mean, it's a pretty much a basic vision of how it's gonna go, and then at the same time, it's kind of improv too because half the time they don't know what I'm finna ask them.
Okay, so
You
you
know,
don't send out questions prior to this is kind of like
only if they ask.
if they ask. Oh, okay.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so I decided to go with this one. I was like, nobody knows what questions I'm going to ask. Hell, sometimes I don't even know. I kind of go off the
Right.
first two, and then I just kind of build off of that. And it's really kind of testing, my skills or the skill, of being able to carry on a conversation. Let people. It's more of an informational thing. So ultimately, I was telling people earlier, is the platform that I have right now as a top streamer, and you as a top streamer, we all have a platform to use in a certain way. What direction do we want, or how do we want to use it? And ultimately, I may even change this as just something, a slogan. I don't know, but I want to be able to positively impact other people on the app, and if it positively impacts them off of here as well, because many conversations that I've had during a regular stream, during a show, you never know what people are going through on the other side of this screen. There's been instances. I don't know if you ever had this happen on the show where, I was talking to a guest and we shared a story one time. This was several months ago, and literally had someone um, contact me after the show that I knew off the app. And they happened to come in and they said, I really appreciate that story. And I was like, well, what are you talking about? And she was like, you saved my life. I was like, what? I mean, why am I just finding out this now? You know,
Right. Dang.
why didn't I know before? Because what if it didn't? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she was like, yeah, when I came in there and I heard that story, she said, I was literally had the gun in my hand in my
What?
room and was going to, you know, take my own life. And you told that story, and that story um, really touched me. And so listening to that story, well, I do want to tell this story. I feel like I just kind of want to take this direction because there's a lot of things that have gone on recently um, in everybody's life and around. And just let everybody know, and I'm sure Rello would feel the same. If you're having some uh, not feeling so well, need someone to talk to, if you've got my number, if I can't necessarily speak for Rello, but I feel like I can kind of speak for him. If you know him like that and you're feeling a certain way, please contact them because
Hmm.
people, everybody is precious. So the story was, so there was this little girl that was out selling cookies for her school, and she had been going door to door, and she wasn't very successful. In fact, she got to the point where she was just like, you know what, I'm about to give up. But something told her, no, you need to go to this one more house. Just try one more time. See what happens. She goes up the door and she knocks on it. She's like, man, I don't think. Okay, well, she's about ready to go again, but she knocks again. She knocks a little harder. Still nobody's come to the door. She's like, yeah, all right, I'll give it more try. She knocks a little bit harder. She hears somebody coming to the door, and then this lady opens up the door with tears in her eyes, and she was like, "Hi, my name's Sally, and I'm here selling cookies for my school for a fundraiser. Would you be interested in buying these cookies?" And she says, "You know what?" She says, "I'll buy them all. Whatever you got, I want to buy them all." She's like, "Oh my God, really?" And she was like, "Yeah, we'll buy them all." Wow, well, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. She gave her a hug, and she went about her way. About a week or so later, um, she had the award ceremony. She's the one that actually sold the most. She sold all of her cookies.
Right.
So he's up there and they give her an award. And here comes this lady that bought those cookies, and right, this lady comes in during the award ceremony and bought those cookies, and the little girl saw. She said, "Hey, there she is. She's the one that helped me win this." And the lady came up there and she says, "I want to thank you." And she said, "Well, what do you mean? You bought all my cookies. I'm thanking you." And she was like, well, see, I was in a pretty low, part of my life the day that you had come over. And I was feeling pretty bad. I was pretty depressed, and I was in my room and I had got the noose ready and I was getting ready to put it around my neck. And I asked God one more time. I said, hey, give me a sign. And right when I said that, I heard that third time that you knocked. She said, you saved my life.
Mm.
So, like I say that to say this, you never, ever, ever know what you could say or what you could do that could positively impact someone just by
X.
the show that you have. People come in there not having a great day, a bit depressed, and just looking for somebody to lift them up. All the cutting up that you do, the jokes, and just all that stuff. You never know whose day that you brighten by doing that.
No, that's for sure. That's for sure. They might not tell you. You know what I'm saying? They might not tell you, but it definitely it happens. You know what I'm saying? Even with us, I know I didn't have it with me. I done been in somebody's life and been like, oh, you know what? This was the highlight of my day.
Exactly. And so that's why anybody that does stream and with Rello and everybody else that streams in here, you never really know. That's why I try to keep it positive when trolls come in. Most of the time, I don't even pay them much attention at all. I may kind of like play around, kind of see what direction they're heading, you know. But ultimately, because this is for some people, this is their TV show. Okay, this is
Hmm.
what they do to get through their day, whatever the case may be. I was literally talking to someone the other day, and this is how they got through their chemo treatments. They were a former top streamer back when top streamers couldn't cash out. There wasn't a
Right.
training. They weren't, they trended because not because they had a training boost. They trended because it was lit. You know, so and she was telling me, I made it through my chemo by getting in here and turning up, having fun, people coming in and turn up with me. So
Facts.
that's why I said when
Yeah, man. The people, man. It's the people there. A lot of people get through a lot of things on here because everybody on here go through different things at different parts of the streaming career or, what I mean, time that you've been on here. Everybody done been through something and reacted different or had somebody to be there for them in a certain way.
that's why too, and being to your stream, whether it's the show or not the show, keeping it positive, keeping the drama out of there is definitely helps. People can have drama in real life. Let's give them that opportunity to gives them something to look forward to each day. That's why a lot of top streamers have given the advice: just be consistent if you're a streamer. And
Man,
that's good to help get your top badge. But ultimately, your consistency is because someone may be waiting for you to get on to make their day.
facts.
If you think about it in that particular sense, if you don't have a top streaming badge, it's all going to work out because eventually you're going to do something or say something that's going to positively impact somebody, make their life that much better. It might get them through something. People be going through chemo, people be going through this, going through that. Just I really can't stress it enough. It's fun to cut. I love cutting up. I cut up at work. I cut up on here. I like to have fun, joke around, tease people, blah blah blah. Because that's what I like to do. But it also is a good conversation piece. It's a good way to kind of get through to people.
Man,
Just kind
that
of calm
energy,
down.
man.
Yeah,
That energy is contagious.
exactly. So yeah, I just I felt like that story with the current climate too, just on the app in the world. That's something that would really kind of bring home what people I don't think they understand. Um, what we do on here, I don't think we understand sometimes what we do can really help some people. Sometimes we're just kind of here drinking, smoking, whatever, doing, having fun, and
Hmm.
at the same time, we're making somebody's day. So
Right. Might motivate somebody to do something.
yeah, I mean, who do you? This is my last question. So who do you think motivated you to become a streamer?
Um, I guess it would be. I don't know. A lot of people might not know her. She had a top ad. Well, she got her top ad the day she got her top ad. I was in her live, and it's like everybody was just turning up and kind of excited. I didn't know what the top badge was. This is my first time
Right.
kind of knowing. Like, oh, okay, like, oh snap, this is lit. Okay, all right. So that I guess that kind of motivated me to go live. Then
Uh-huh. And then eventually just start coming with different idea. Like I said, always trying to keep something up
yeah,
your sleeve. Not just being here just kind of chilling, listening to music, but then have something for people to really come and watch. So
definitely.
I don't
Once,
have it.
because you got to build people up, and then once you kind of build up, a group of people that you vibing with, messing with, then you got to really give them a reason to come back.
Right. exactly. So if y'all haven't already fave Rello, make sure you fave him. You gotta check him out every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. It's Hot Topic Tuesday. Check out the banner. It's usually I think up there probably Monday, at least Monday night, if not Tuesday morning. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but definitely make sure that you check out Rello on his show. It is Hot Topic. A lot of hot topics, a lot of great guests. So, man, it's definitely been an honor and a privilege to
Appreciate
have you on the show again. This time to be able to have the opportunity to be able to talk about the show. So if y'all don't have him on Pedro, please hit him up with that fave. Check out the show every Tuesday. Support him. Get hot in the box, as he says, hot in
it.
the comments.
Hey, the box
So
is hot.
the box is hot.
Yeah.
Say it one more time for us.
The box is hot top. Make sure y'all feed the Godfather. Make sure y'all feed J Thrash. You know what I'm saying? I'm just warming up the seat for him. It's about to get even hotter in here. Let's go.
Hey, bro, but I appreciate you being on the show.
Now you know it.
The box is hot. All right, love. All right. So, yeah, like I said, y'all make sure I hit them up with that fave. Check out the show every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. So.